Back again with another vid, back again with more motivation, back again with more gems. It's your boy Sean Feeds. This video a little different. I just want you to be real with yourself. The goal of my videos is not to like really tell y'all what to do or make y'all feel a certain way or get y'all to think how I think, because at the end of the day, everybody got their own opinion. How many of y'all feel like your idols and the people you look up to, that you can't be in that position? How many of y'all feel like you can never be in a position, whether it's how they grew up, because they got money, whatever circumstances they have? How many of y'all feel like y'all can't do the same? If you said you can't do the same or can't be the same, you're wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong. Yes, there are cases where you have to work a little bit harder to get to certain positions, but as long as you're working and as long as you're grinding and taking steps to get to that point, you're gonna make it or make some progress or be compatible in some way to that end goal that you're trying to be at. If you see me, like I popped up on a recommended, or you just click my page, you seen the thumbnail, you saw the title, and you say, man, Shad, I can never be like you. I'm not built like that. I'm not motivational. I'm an introvert. I don't like to speak. What does that have to do with you being in this position? If you want to speak and motivate, you can do it. There's nothing stopping you. The only thing that's stopping you is you. It don't matter about what you're going through, how life's going, the people in your life, that don't matter. Those are things that you can control. You can control if you're around people. You can control your feelings on a situation. You can lead a situation. You can control certain things. The reason why you're not making it is because you're not putting in that willpower. You got all the excuses in the world why you can't do something and not one reason why you can. You make 100 excuses to why you can't do something. You can't make one solid statement and say why you can or why you will. It's always why you can't. I can't do this because this person won't let me do it. I can't do this because I'm not trying to let go of this. Stop trying to hold on to something. Take the risk. Switch your lifestyle around. Change something. Do something. Stop saying you have to be in that predicament that you're in. You gotta change. You're gonna hurt some feelings. People are gonna ask questions. That's life. Do what's best for you. You have to get to that point. You have to get to that end goal. There's no difference between me and you. There's no difference. I'm a human being. We both bleed the same way. We both have emotions. We both go through problems. We're both trying to be successful, right? The only difference between me and you is that I'm doing it. I started already. The only difference from you and the person you look up to, or you and people that you see that are doing what you want to do, or that are in your field or are doing something that sparks your interest, is they already started. They already started and they already made up in their mind that I'm doing it. Can't nobody change their mind. They already made it up in their mind. In their head, they're already taking action. You already see the result. But what's stopping you from doing the same thing? What's preventing you from literally starting? You could start right now. What's stopping you from starting? You waiting on the perfect time. You waiting on the perfect opportunity. That could be years. You want to wait another 5 years? You may not even have 5 years. If you want to wait 5 years, cool. It's going to be somebody else doing what you want to do. That's another idol that you're going to look at. And you're still going to be a viewer or consumer. You're still going to be looking and saying, man, I want to start. Same goddamn position. Ain't nothing changed. You ain't start. Go ahead and start. You can't start where I am now. You can't start from this moment right now. The subscribers, the passion, the drive. You can't start with me now. You can't be where I'm at now. You got to be where I started from. You can't be the me now. You got to be the me when I had to make that choice if I wanted to do it or not. You gotta start from that position where, all right, am I even gonna attempt? Am I gonna try? You gotta start there. You gotta start with that idea and take action. You ain't take action yet. You gotta live the life that you wanna live and not the life you was given. Stop being content with the life that you were given. The life that you were given, that's not what's meant for you. That's what was handed to you. Now you gotta take what was handed to you and customize it and build it in your own way. Take what life gave you, take what pain and suffering and bad experiences, and take what life gave you, grab it and form it into your own thing. Conform all that into your own thing. Take what was given to you and make it your own. Own it, conquer it, be great at it. You gotta have consistency consistently. You have to always have results all the time, good or bad. As long as you have results, you can keep going. You know what to change. You see what you're struggling in. You see your strength. Take that. It's like life's like a chart. As you go on, as you progress, as time goes on your chart, you're gonna have ups and downs. At those high points, see what you did right. At your low points, see what you did wrong. Start taking that data and start acting on it. Start improving your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? You don't lack resources. You lack the willpower. You don't lack anything. What's lacking comes from within. You could be like, oh, I don't have the money. I don't know this person. I don't know that person. A lot of the people that you look up to didn't have nobody. They had to literally sit down by themselves and say, all right, hey, yo, look, I'm going to get started. But the only difference between you and them is they actually got started. So why can't you get started? Literally, what's stopping you? You're going to say you're going to do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow's going to come. You're not going to do it. Then you say you're going to do it next week. Next week going to come. Then you say you're going to do it next month. Then next month going to come. Then you're going to say, man, I got a lot going on. In that time of a lot going on, you could have did a couple things here and there to get started, but you chose not to get started. You just chose to deal with the minimum. And the minimum is bad habits. The minimum is where you're struggling at. The minimum is you not getting started in what you want to do. You can put all the effort into what everybody else wants you to do. Put in effort for yourself. Think about yourself for one. Put yourself first. Of course, go to work and of course do the things that you have to do. But in your 24-hour span, give yourself a couple minutes each day. Couple minutes each day gonna add up. Eventually, you're gonna have enough time compounded together for that data. That data is gonna get you to the point where you want to get to. But all you gotta do is get started. None of this matters if you don't get started. If you don't get started, then none of this even matters. You gotta work on your weaknesses. Forget what you're good at. You're already good at it. What sense does it make to work on something you're already good at? Of course, work on yourself and you're gonna have some strong points and some weak points. But what's the point of really honing in on your strong points when they are your strong point? Work on your weaknesses. That's how you get better. If you focus on your strong points, you'll never improve your weaknesses. Then your weaknesses will always be there and you'll never get better because you're always gonna have those weaknesses. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta think. When you go on YouTube and you see these motivational videos or you see people saying, and this is nobody in general. This is nobody specific. This just in general. We see videos on YouTube, right? A lot of these YouTubers started with nothing, or they started with an idea and they just tried and they just went out on a whim and said, hey, look, long as I get started, I'm gonna figure it out on the way. That's what you need to do. That's all you gotta, like literally all you gotta do is start. You're gonna figure it out along the way. It's not gonna come to you in the beginning. You're gonna go through mistakes. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna go through trials and tribulations. You're gonna go through hard times. You're gonna go through obstacles that you think you can't overcome, but you gotta get started. If you don't start, you're never gonna see the end result. And you're never gonna appreciate the end result because you never started. You gotta start, yo. Stop waiting, bruh. What are you waiting on? Like, time is flying by. What are you waiting on? You waiting on money, fame, opportunity that's not gonna come because you not starting? Bro, come on, yo. Be real with yourself. You wanna do all these things, but you won't get started. You won't start. How you gonna get to the destination when you won't start? You know what I'm saying? You gotta treat your dreams like a job. You gotta treat your dreams, all right, look, treat your dream like a car, right? In order to get to the end destination, you gotta start the car. The car got an engine. The engine is your dream. You are the car. You have to get started. The car can't make it to the destination if you don't turn the key, dog. A lot of people say they want to change lives, but they ain't changing their own life because they still trying to figure it out. You watching YouTubers that say they want to change your life, they still trying to change their own life. They still trying to change their own life, but at least they started. At least they figuring it out. At least at some point they're gonna say, all right, look, it's getting a little better. All right, I'm starting to put out more videos. I got more ideas. I'm putting more effort in. At least they're figuring out, what are you doing? What are you doing? When I first started YouTube, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what niche I wanted to go in. I just knew I wanted to start. I just wanted to start. The first couple videos was ass, trash. I didn't have no concept. I just wanted to put out something. Put out something, man. I wanted to show my life, show the ups and downs, and I'm still doing that to this day. I'm figuring it out. But the point that I'm trying to make is I started. You need to start. You need to sit down and be real and say, bro, I'm going to start. Stop waiting for somebody to tell you that you're gonna start. They don't matter, bruh. This for the men and the women. Stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. There's no difference between me and you. I'm being real with you right now. Listen, there's no difference between me and you. There's no difference between you and your favorite rapper. There's no difference between you and the person that's good at the thing that you want to do. The only difference between you and them, or you and me, whoever, whatever, the only difference is they started and they figuring it out, but they started. You can't take credit for something you ain't do. You'll never know how it feels when that failure comes, that hard work, that deter. You'll never know how that feels if you ain't do it. You can't speak on something that you ain't do. You know when people be like, you don't know how I feel unless you walk in my shoes? That's just it. You'll never know how success feels unless you're willing to take some failures along the way. You gotta take some failures along the way. And it don't even gotta be YouTube. That's life in general. Life's gonna give you some losses. You gonna take losses, whether it's losing a family member or friend, prison, you failing on a test, you letting somebody down, you promise somebody something and something went wrong, so you couldn't pull through. Broken friendships, broken trust, no confidence in yourself. Whatever you do in life, there's gonna be hard times. You know what I'm saying? You can't choose whether or not you're gonna have good and bad times, because anything could happen. But the point of the video is, man, there's no difference between you and success. Literally, the only thing that's stopping you is yourself. You have to start. As long as you start, you're good. Once you start, be prepared for those wins and those losses. But all that's gonna do is make you appreciate the journey much more, much more. If you're not starting, I don't even want you to watch this video. Don't even watch me if you haven't started yet. Like, I don't care if you're thinking about it. I don't care if it's on your mind. I want you to start, bruh. You need to start, bruh. You need to start. I want to see you graduate. I want to see you pass that test. I want to see you succeed. But you have to start. You have to start. It's your boy Shy Fade. Man, y'all go ahead and start, man. Start that thing that you wanted to do. Start that business. You know what I'm saying? Start working out. Become that motivational speaker that you wanted to be. Become a teacher. Start that entrepreneurship. Jump into that road that you said you was gonna do. Whatever you want to do, I need you to go ahead and do it. You had time. You had so much time to brainstorm. It's time to put them ideas into action. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to be real with you. You could either continue your life, talk about what you're going to do, and never do it, and never see the fruits of your labor, never see the results, never know what pain, consistency, and never know what that feels like. Or you could start, go through a couple ups and downs, life-changing events. Then when you succeed, you have a story to tell. It's literally that simple. It's not much more to it than that. All right, man, it's your boy Shy Fade. Y'all go ahead and start, man. Go ahead and start. Go ahead and start.
Went to the store and I got me some panties.